train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful morning of checking these buttons. We got a damn hot one today, and I know I say that every day, but this one especially. Anyway, chapters down below if you guys want to click around to a certain subject, and also that subscribe button, it is right there. Thank you for helping the channel grow. All that good stuff, and I can't wait. So ladies and gents, without further ado, let's go. All right, now into them first set of Tekken 8 buttons that need to be checked. How could I not talk about this? The Tekken scene is on damn fire right now. They are dropping trailer after trailer, completely unexpected. First one they dropped recently, right? A couple days ago. Who was it, like Jun Kazama? I thought she looked pretty dope. This was my first time actually paying attention to this character. And before I could even make a damn reaction video or anything covering this character, they drop another one. Bandai is killing it right now. They dropped this one right as I was going to work. Literally, I was like, what? It's 7 o'clock where I am in the damn morning. Why is there a trailer released like 30 minutes ago? What the hell is going on? A lot of the comment section was like, yo, completely unexpected, but of course, we love it. And who was it? It was Ling Shoyao, and once again, this is my first time paying attention to this character. I thought she looked pretty sick as well. I thought her rage art was actually sick, and then I saw others reply saying that I guess they thought they were stealing the idea from something else. Right here saying, Tekken 8 can't keep getting away with this. Others like posting along that same train of thought saying they're not surprised because Tekken 7 in one of the trailers I guess did something similar, and here's the clips down below as well.
Get ready to fly! Take this, your finish! I'm angry now!
But then it comes kind of full circle because somebody's like, we think you got it wrong, right? Because you realize this is actual martial art, and both of these characters were inspired by this. Somebody by the name of Nick responds as well saying, fucking finally, someone said this. Entire comment section has guy who only watches Baby Boss vibes. So there you have it. Y'all know that, you know, I say this every damn video we talk about Tekken. I grew up with Tekken, but I never really got down with it. I was always just concentrated on, you know, Street Fighter, messed with Mortal Kombat a bit as well, among other games. But recently, man, Tekken 8 looks amazing, man. A lot of the characters look dope as hell. I think they're finally making it for somebody like me to actually get into and want to get into, because now I feel like I got a chance. There's this dope video that just dropped yesterday, right, by IGN. It's called Tekken 8 Interview. Harada-san discusses heat system, customizations, and more. So you can see it has Harada and then Michael Murray as well, and they're being interviewed. This is if you're a Tekken beginner, this is for you. If you're somebody that hasn't really sank your teeth into and you want to understand like the new mechanic, you know, the heat system and all that, this is it. So I definitely recommend checking out this video. The link will be down below. Let's play some Tekken. I'm excited because for the first time ever, I can actually see myself enjoying and learning Tekken, you know what I'm saying? All right, next up for them, Street Fighter 6, or should I say the first ever champion of Street Fighter 6, Nephew. That's right, buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so Intel Gaming, right? I think it was like Intel PAX that happened over the last weekend, had the first offline Street Fighter 6 competition, and I believe it was invitation only, and you had a nothing but heavy hitters. Sharks in these pools, you know what I'm saying? You had Knuckle Dew, that's right, the boy is back. You had Idom, you had Punk, you had Nephew, you had the homie Toy from Texas, Alex Myers, basically a lot of big names in America. You could tell a lot of these pros, some of them are dope, right? But still, watching the gameplay, you could also tell that a lot of them are still obviously learning the game. You know, just dropping stuff, trying to figure out combos. Even Nephew said along the way, like he was like, oh, I actually learned how to play better watching certain tactics that Idom was using during the damn tournament. It was insane, right? And I say that to say this, Nephew won. He beat what? Knuckle Dew. He got all the way to the finals and he played Punk. I think it went all the way down to the wire, right? If I'm not mistaken, like the last match.
The damage is there. He's not dead. Punk is not dead yet. But Punk's got the... the fireball hit. He waited for the throw. He saved that trick till the very end. It looked like it was going to be a meaty fireball. He got him with the throw first. And Nephew is your Intel PAX is 2023 Street Fighter 6 Exhibition Champion.
Then, of course, they interviewed Nephew afterwards. I think he won like a dope PC set or something like that. I'll put that information on the screen. So they had some good-ass prizes, good turnout and whatnot. It was hype. Nephew had some positive words to say as far as like how he feels that Street Fighter 6, it's going to be exciting, right? Because you're going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of life. That's what the hell I want to say. Anyway, a lot of life back to the FGC.
Because like the last couple of years during the pandemic and COVID, there haven't been as many offline events.
Right.
And even like online events, people haven't been as hyped to practice for and train for. Like a lot of people, I think, even Strider, right? Like they got discouraged by, I guess, the staleness of the game and also like the lack of offline events. So it's just going to be great to have such a high number of people, high level of competition again.
Then during one of their matches, I thought it was really interesting. They started interviewing Punk. It was James Shen asking Punk a bunch of questions. One of the really cool topics that they talked about was, do you think Street Fighter 6 is finally going to be the game to make America better? Because one of the biggest problems with America is we're too big. Like everyone is so far apart, and the net code has never been good enough for us to play each other and truly like run sets.
Oh man, but I mean, how excited are you to play Tokido and like Problem X and all these players from all the different regions in a brand new game like this?
It's cool because now you might be able to play online somewhat too, so you don't have to really wait to go to tournaments to be able to play these players anymore. Since the netcode in the beta, it was pretty playable when I tried to play against the Japanese players.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was playable. Maybe not online tournament level playable, but if you want to practice matchups and stuff, you can definitely, I think, play the players. Yeah. And I think it'll be even better if you live on the West Coast, since I live in the East.
Yeah, you'll be able
further.
And because of the size, like nobody has really been able to play each other and run sets as far as like the East and the West and whatnot. We can't really rely because the netcode, of course, has been shit. So that's interesting. Could this finally be the game that helps America get better?
That's got to be exciting though, because you know, one of the things that I like to talk about a lot is the regional rivalries and everything like that, and we've seen this from, Strive is the previous game that has had really good netcode and has allowed a lot of the players in the US to become very strong. Like, is that something you're like, now you can practice with Chris CCH, and stuff? Is that something that you guys are thinking about, trying to, strengthen the US overall? Because one of our biggest weaknesses has always been the size of our country, right?
And the netcode for the games has never been the best.
Yeah.
Right now, with this game, it is pretty cool. I mean, you get to play with all the players now in the U.S., so now there's a better chance of people knowing more matchups, because there's a lot of matchups that kind of region-specific in Street Fighter V for U.S. So now when people play weird characters at tournaments, you'll actually know the matchup. There's less excuse for sure now that, oh, I don't know the matchup, so I couldn't win. Now I feel like that kind of excuse is eliminated. If you don't know the matchup, it's because you didn't want to know it.
Could this game change the scene? Like, could it really, or do you think, nah, it's gonna be even because Japan's gonna be Japan and we're gonna be us? Because you do hear that sometimes, right? You hear like it's in our culture and people like, the reason why America sucks is because we're so focused on this and we're so focused on that and we're not focused on the main thing. And that's usually the argument. It's never really based around netcode and stuff like that. It's usually about our poor attitude. So I say all that to say this. What do y'all think? Let me know. All right, next, when snitches get stitches, buttons that need to be checked. All right, so for this next story, do me a favor. Before I get into it, because I already know some of you are gonna feel some type of way about it, don't reach out to the guy in question, all right? Please don't reach out to him and DM him and make fun and try to cancel him, or just let it happened a couple of days ago, and I imagine he's already received enough harassment, so just let it be. Please, let the man live his life. Okay, and then second, I wanna thank everybody who tagged me in this story. So apparently, long story short, there was somebody that was streaming Street Fighter 6. They were actually on Twitch, streaming, playing, and apparently they've done it a lot. I think they delete the VODs after they're done and whatnot, but they have. I'll put a little clip right here. I won't show the picture of the gentleman, but I'll show, obviously you can see this is a stream. And then somebody takes it upon themselves to get this and then to alert Twitch and also Capcom right here saying someone on Twitch is streaming Street Fighter 6 and playing with people on Parsec. Game isn't even out yet. Isn't it a part of Capcom's policy, especially how Capcom's planning the release of Street Fighter 6? Streaming cracked beta is not allowed, right? And then what do you think happened from there? The FGC saw this and they say, hey, thanks for the heads up. We appreciate this. Hey, everybody, let's tag Twitch right now. Let's all join hands. Let's tag Twitch, let's tag Capcom, and let's yell to the top of our lungs and let's get this guy caught. And that's what happened as we all joined together. And no, that's not what happened. Because everybody did the opposite and said, why you snitching? Snitch, use a snitch, bitch ass snitch, N-word snitch, this snitch. They was even calling the man snitch in other languages. Sacre blue, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Snitch this, snitch that. Everybody calling the man a snitch. It was incredible. Like literally all the comments were going in so hard and I don't even have a third of them. You know what I'm saying? All the retweets, literally every single one snitch. Then he talks to somebody else by the name of Sheldon saying, report the channel if you feel the need. Most of us are not trying to get a one-up by streaming the cracked beta. Don't know what this dude's endgame is, but it's not partner on Twitch. That's for damn sure. Danny responds saying, yeah, they taking a breaching risk kinda deeper than they should. I bet he made people upset when he wanted to show off that he is the only Street Fighter 6 streamer. So that's another point. We'll talk about that real quick. That was always a question that we talked about in previous videos, right? Where we were like, yo, some people feel some type of way because they're like, all these dudes are gonna be so good when the game drops because they're already like kicking ass and learning the game, you know what I'm saying? Granted, it's probably gonna be a little different when it releases, but still, close enough. They're gonna have the edge and we feel some type of way about that is the vibe that you were kind of getting from, you know, some of the FGC streets. But is this different? You know what I'm saying? Does this fall further along the line of, okay, yeah, we might feel some type of way about it, but still, keep your mouth shut. And as far as me, would I have gone out the way if I saw something like this to call Capcom? No, I wouldn't do that. But on the other hand, I don't call Capcom for anything. You know what I'm saying? They call me. If they want to talk to me, they say, hey, you know the brown guy with the horrible tan lines that wears the hat? Call him. And then my phone rings and I pick it up and I'm like, what it do? Or maybe I don't because they don't ever call me. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Or maybe not because that didn't make sense. Either way. And long story short, here we are. Somebody saw somebody streaming. They said this is not fair. They tagged the powers that be. And the FGC saw that, at least the FGC on Twitter. And they were like, why you snitching? There it is one more again. Definitely let me know how you guys are feeling. Thank you for the amazing love and checking these buttons. It is Thursday, that much closer to the weekend. If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you the next day, which is definitely Saturday. So thank you guys one more again. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm trying my hardest to do a giveaway soon, so hopefully we got some good news. And as always, I don't know what it is, but ladies and gentlemen, I know it's about to get better. Love you forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Burlington Throat Factory says, Burlington Throat Factory. Burlington Throat. All right, they say, sounds like you're the issue.